Hey everyone, it's Blue Lizard Jello, and welcome back to Blue Plays Ashen. What a ride we have been on already, and actually quite literally, because we got the opportunity to rescue this beautiful Diasauropup from the evil clutches of Gararan, who is a master of illusion. We did take him out after, sadly, a few attempts, but that did give us enough scoria to finally equip some of those talismans. So right now I am wearing Ukoto's Guile, I have the Amity, and the Balance Talisman, so we can try those out today. Now today we are going to be tackling Jokel's current side quest, which is Moth to the Flame. So Bataran, we know, is sick. He's very ill. In fact, Jokel talked about how he may lose his other arm if we don't get him healed. So it seems like maybe he didn't lose his arm in battle, but he's actually losing it due to this illness, this plague that is destroying his body. And Vorsa is actually working on curing this disease, and she's up somewhere near Placid Stream, which is just north of Vagrant's Rest. So that's where we're going to be heading today. Now, at the end of the last episode, there was something about additional crafting that we had opened up. So I would actually like to take a look at that, but I'm not sure exactly where it opened up. Let me take a quick run around. So this is where I equip talismans. What is up here? Is there anything going on up here other than the travelers? I do love that they are actually constructing this town. So as we go through the journey, this town just grows more and more people come and join.
Strange, it seems as if humans are somehow diminished by their time in darkness. I was not this tall when I lived within the palace.
Actual physical changes based on the light and darkness, but that's not what it was. What did we unlock? Give me just a second. Let me run around and see if there's something new that I'm missing, because I swear there was one other bit of crafting that we could have done. And you know what? Actually, I don't believe that I opened up additional crafting menus, but I did get additional options for my talismans, and I can use both of these because I do have enough scoria. So Drifter, you gain bonus health as you travel further away from Vagrant Rest. Absolutely, why not? And then Recluse, you gain the ability to open doors reserved for companions on your own. Oh, very, very interesting. Now, Recluse doesn't really stack with Amity because my damage resistance increases over time while you have a companion close by, whereas Recluse says I don't actually need someone with me. By the way, Drifter, there are some who wither when surrounded by the familiar and thrive when venturing into the unknown. The further its rangers roamed, the stronger Lathyrus became. Amara and Recluse, some travelers prefer their own company and learn to find their way without guidance or help. I don't suffer fools, my own foolishness. Now that's a different kettle of Fangfish from Isla. I have been playing around with the idea of actually disabling my AI companion and going solo for a little bit, and I think I will, which means that won't be doing me any good, but taking it off, of course, does nothing for me, and I don't get my scoria back, so I think I will put on Recluse. And what I will do is actually go into my menu and take care of this. So I'm going to disable my AI companion. I still will allow for multiplayer just in case anyone tends to join, but for now, I think that will do it. Now, while I was actually searching to see if there was a new crafting option, I did stumble on a cave just behind Vagrant's Rest, and I think I'd actually like to go and check that out before we head on with Jokel's quest. So Placid Stream, which is actually where we're going to be heading. So it's right over there. I can see some items off in the distance, but just down in here, called Hollow Bones. Now, it's already been registered on my map because I found it. I can show you, hopefully right here. No, it doesn't actually seem to be listed on the map, but let's switch to one-handed and get my lantern out so we can see here. And we get, oh, a bone spear. Bone of the Earth, take flight. Now that's, I believe, a different type of bone than we got before, right? I believe so. Unless I'm just remembering incorrectly, Bone of the Earth carved from deep beneath the ashes, particularly useful in creating sharp and strong-edged spearheads. Bone of the Earth is difficult to craft, but well worth the effort. I honestly don't remember if that's the same one. I'd have to go back and look at the footage. Okay, so this wasn't really much of anything to explore, except you can get your spears right away. Well, good to know for future playthroughs, because I imagine I will be going through this again. But we can get spears very, very quickly. Extremely useful. having that ranged option is going to be very good indeed. All right. So this is Isla. We have Isla right here. I thought that was an item. That's actually one of our travelers. But we don't want to talk to Isla, right? We actually... Oh, I have it active. That's why. Right. So let's kind of switch here to Moth to the Flame, find Vorsa. We don't need our one-handed anymore, so I think I want to try two-handed for a little bit. And I was told in the comments, definitely play with the running attack. And yes, I can see how that is really good, especially if you come across multiple enemies. So we have a cave right up here. Anything else I want to check out? Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is where we actually started our journey, right? I believe it is. Well, let's see if this cave gets a little bit too dark, and if so... Oh, this isn't actually where I'm going. So is Vorsa up top? Aha, I see the compass marker up there. Right, so where do we go? Is this a little... Yeah, I know that I can open my map. I'm just trying to see how I can get up there. Oh, looks like I have to take the long way. That's what I'm thinking. Right. Cute little raffets. And I know that I explored just a teeny bit up here. Careful. Let's draw, hopefully, the other vagrant back here. So we don't have to fight him with the spear enemy as well. No? Okay. I'll tell you what, why don't we draw some attention over this way. And rush in. Wow. Okay, that was effective. I am liking this so far. Oh, and there's the orbs from Ukoto's Guile. All right, it really wants me to open the map. I'm just going to do it just to clear that. And that's going to increase my damage. Oh no, not one of these ones again. Wonder if we can get a quick attack on her. The answer is no. She's going to lead me into the grotto there. Got another apple cricket. Got some camps coming up. Still have all three of my orbs. There's an item up there on the ledge. And there is another orb. Beautiful. And there is my fifth orb, which means I believe that I am now at my max bonus damage. Fantastic. Oh, I do like that move. And get close enough. Not quite one-shotting them. Although, did the orb actually... Did the orbs actually fly off and attack as well? They might. They actually very well might. Small scoria stashed. I'm going to have to pay attention to that. It looked like, unless it just dissipated over time. Also, a very distinct possibility. Do I want to climb, or should I have explored down below still? Small cave over here. What are you hiding? Broken bearded axe. This beard hides a wicked grin. Right. Okay, let's take a look at the bearded axe. I love the look of it. An excellent axe for those wanting to stay light on their feet. In talented hands, the hook on a bearded axe can do grievous bodily harm. Bataran said even listeners are wary of the hook from a bearded axe. So significantly less damage. Obviously, I am using a two-handed weapon. Low stun chance. A crit hit chance, though, is pretty good. Definitely upgrade that. Seems like it's pretty straightforward as far as upgrading goes, although I can see my stash already becoming quite full. Well, not my stash, but my personal inventory, so I will definitely have to dump some things into the stash here soon. Kind of choose my favorites and roll with them most of the time. Really love the look of this Ukoto's Guile, though. This is just really, really cool. Okay, so we have all five again. I do have an enemy now with the axe, or yeah, with the two-handed axe. I don't have the option of breaking their guard. So I do need to find a way maybe to bait an attack. And that works, except he was already recovered by the time... There we go, by the time that I was able to get a further attack in. Definitely looks like something that I can climb, except I also think I needed a companion assist. I was talking to some of you in the comments, and someone had mentioned that even though you do need that for some locations, most you can find a way around through some clever jumping. So I will kind of try that a little bit. I don't want to waste too much time trying to Skyrim around. But this might be doable. Let's try this for just a moment. We won't waste too much time here. Waste a lot of time here. No, not quite. Okay, never mind. We can definitely try that, or we can come back once we have recruited another AI companion. So is this Vorsa? This very well could be Vorsa.
Greetings. I am Vorsa. Have you seen how the deer move towards the light? They are drawn to the flame that now fills our sky, but that same flame fills me with dread. I've seen you with Bataran. He has a knack for taking in strays. I was like that once. As feral as a vagrant I was, until Bataran took me under his wing. He had 2 arms back then. The sickness will take the other if I don't stop it. Vorsa's the name, and yes, I'm out here hunting for a cure. You see, Bataran's not the only one who is sick. I have a few symptoms. So do most folk. Animals, too. The shorter the lifespan, the faster the illness shows up. Not every animal gets sick, though. That's why I hunt them. To find out why. You want to help? Hunt Einar with me. They're the wild hounds. 3 should be enough.
New journey active, Nostrum. So I have to hunt the Einar. And Vorsa has joined my town. Excellent. I wonder if the Einar are actually those hyena-looking dogs that I have been fighting. Jory's Falls. Let's take a look at the map and see where it is suggesting that I go. Looks like it is down in the Eye of the Needle, so it would make sense that it is those dog-looking creatures. Tell you what, why don't we hunt a couple of vagrants here? Gotcha. And save some, or recover some stamina. There we go. Perfect. And now we are heading back into Vagrant's Rest, where I can use my wonderful Dinosaur pup to fly back over to the Eye of the Needle. Oh, you actually have something up here, though. I would like what you're guarding, please. Oh, try that again. Back up. I wonder if just a single R2 would knock your shield away instead of just a charge. Oh, you're kind of stuck, huh? Oh, that was bad. Bad timing. Back up. And there we go. What do you have? You have more bone spears. Okay, so I'm thinking that those spears were all the same. And yeah, had I just done some exploration right around my home, I would have had spears a long time ago. Right. I don't want to drop down here, though. Maybe over here. Just slide down. Come around the back side. Alright, where's the bone thrower? Uh-oh. Trapped. We need to serpentine and attack. Works for me. Oh, just barely got that attack off before he got a massive swing. Massive swing, right. But we are trying to head back to Vagrant Rest, and I'm already turned around. Let me get my bearings here. So I'm heading in the right direction. Oh, now I have some enemies. You are a quick kill, though. Oh, of course, I just took some unnecessary damage, but I'm about to get back to Vagrant Rest, where I'm just going to get a free heal anyway. One thing that I was also told in the comments was that simply... Oh, this is the lake, so Vagrant Rest is up that way. When you get close enough to the Ritual Stone that your gourd gets refilled and your health gets restored, it doesn't necessarily reset the enemies then. It seems to be more time-based, at least for some of the enemies, and some of them may have different time frames than others, which, okay, I can definitely keep my eye out on that. A little bit different of a concept than what we're used to in these styles of games, which is Totally fine. I like them setting themselves apart in some way. Now let's climb the ladder. And, yep, there's the sprint. It's not super fast, but it is effective. A little bit better than just casually climbing. So, Jokel, we know that you have something else for me, but that can wait just a moment. Let's head over to the ritual stone, which is where? Oh, I really need a better sense of direction. There we go, ritual stone. Okay, get our health back, get our gourd back, and let's fly down to Sindri's View. So we just need to hunt 3 Einar. That's not too terribly difficult. They are quite numerous here. In fact, here's one right now. Let's see what kind of damage I can do. Pretty good. Back up. Oof. They are playing it smart here. Oof. Taking too much damage. Now, hunt 3 Einar. Okay, maybe these aren't Einar, because I just killed one and it didn't update. Unless I need to be in that one specific location. Bit strange, but this does give me another opportunity to kind of explore some of the further corners of Sindri's View. Oh, all these items. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get sidetracked. I mean, I already am getting sidetracked. Can I get up here? I know I just heard enemies, but kind of putting them to the side now. Some spearheads. Still don't know what they do. Sure, we'll be learning that soon enough. Hopefully. Come on. Now, how do I get up here when I don't have a companion? You would think I could just jump right there. What about... Okay, alright. That's working. And I just go... Yes, perfect. Please be something worthwhile. Medium score stash, absolutely. Absolutely that was worth it. Oh, and there's another item. I missed a lot. I mean, the medium scoria stash is worth 2,500 scoria. 10 times what the small ones are. Oh, a shield, a vagrant shield. Okay, that's probably not... Oh, I am out of space. Probably not nearly as good as the kite shield that I have. I can always actually just use my scoria, though. So it's... Wow. It actually goes up to 35. 35 defense above the kite shield? Cobbled together from broken scraps, this shield forms a rough and ready barrier against the dangers of the world. Looks don't matter when you're blocking a killing claw. Well, look at that. That's a cool looking shield. I like that. I'm still going to use my two-hander for a little while because it's been a lot of fun, but I'm just quite surprised that it's that effective. And I think it was even less stamina reduction. More spearheads, okay. And make it over here. Right, now, let's try to make it towards these Einar. I could definitely spend quite a long time just exploring, but I would like to make some progress, especially because I want to know, why do I only have 2 gourds? That's one thing I want to know. Did I already use one? But I would like to know, what is this illness that's plaguing Badaran and apparently the animals as well? And is it something that I could potentially cure? I'd be happy to. Let's just grab this item. We're gonna grab items as we see them, unless we have to go too far out of the way. There has to be something with these spearheads. All right, we will definitely deal with you. Ooh, big hit. Definitely not something I want to be trading blows with. So down to just one more of my gourds, which means I'm a little bit nervous for whatever these Einar are. Ooh, you're kind of different. You're using that new bladed club that I've found. Back up. Ooh, good mass attack. I wish I had that combo. Gotcha. All right, what do we have? Some items below. I do have that one enemy. Maybe I can get a attack on him without him realizing I'm here. The answer is no, but can I? No, not quite. Okay, that worked, but now I'm in a really, really bad spot. And, oh, got lucky on that kill. Little bit worse for wear because I don't have any healing. I don't even think, nope, I have no sapotes. Okay, we're playing a dangerous game here. Just need to not get caught off guard, you know, like by him. I definitely could be using my running attack a little bit more. Oh, son of a gun. Good kill. Good clean kill. All these spearheads, they have to do something, please. Tell me I'm going to find out here soon. And I'm still not quite in the direction or in the area where the Einar are hiding. He's actually carrying a bucket on his head. Or on his waist. There we go. There's a sapote. And what else? Another sapote? No, another spearhead. I'm guessing that eventually I'm just going to be crafting spears. So are these the Einars that I have to be killing? Oh, and you just definitely summoned for assistance. That's not an Einar. Oh, goodness. I really thought those were them, so... Question... Oh, gosh. The question remains, what is an Einar? Careful now. But it's not you. Unless it just doesn't count in the quest marker. I don't know. Nothing is being updated. Come on. Aha! That was it. Got it. And it does look like those orbs just attacked the enemy. Yeah, absolutely. That's really cool. Maybe I'm reading this all wrong. Maybe that's exactly what it's supposed to do and not just increase my normal damage. I am about to die. I am about to die. Another spearhead. I might just take a quick look around before we head back to Vagrant Rest. I am just going to use one of my remnants here. But is there anything else to quickly see and do? I should say quickly and safely see and do. I will use my one sapote just for a little bit more staying power. Could be entering into a new area. Okay, got a town here at least. Just kidding, this is where I've been. This is where I've been. Instead of going left, I just went right. So it looks like we've probably seen most, well, maybe not most, but a lot of what's here. And I don't have to use a remnant because I'm right here at a ritual stone. Let's head back to turn in Nostrum. Oh, is this not every ritual stone is a travel stone? That makes sense because I was looking at my legend and you can see there are ritual stones and then there are travel stones. They are a little bit different. So if I run south, I could travel. Or I could just be lazy. And you know what? That's what I'm choosing. Back here in Vagrant Rest, we killed the Einar. I would like to see the quest be updated as you actually kill the targets, but... Oh. I see you. Another spearhead. Oh, I hope I can craft those here soon. All right, Vorsa.
Through studying Bataran, I have learned to spot the light's telltale marks. A blemish here, a twitch of the eye there. Early signs not to be ignored. Now hand me those Einar heads so I can take a good look at them. Their eyes and ears will tell me much. Brains too, once I crack open these skulls.
Goodness, it sounds like she's studying rabies. They often have to look at many different tissue samples, including brain samples, in order to diagnose it. I will read, by the way, the description of the Einar head in just a second.
See these raised blemishes on the ears and nose? Signs of sickness, for sure. These Einar seem no more resistant than you or I. We must look elsewhere. A good hunter needs a good spear, and my spears are better than most. Come see my workbench. There might be a spear with your name on it.
Oh, I think I can finally craft spears. Lesser Constitution crafting unlocked, Bone Spear crafting unlocked, Spearhead trading unlocked. Ooh, trading unlocked. Okay, so visit her workbench. I would be very happy to do so. Where do you keep your workbench? I just love the idea of this town building up over time. I cannot wait to see what it looks like when it's properly finished. This is something that, and I've compared this to Dark Souls 2 and Majula, and just how you built that community and it felt safe and it felt strangely peaceful. But this is taking it a whole other step. Now, this is Isla. Maybe I don't have it active? I do. And it looks like it's right here. Crimson Sap upgrades, which again, I don't need, although maybe I should actually go look at upgrading the number of uses. All right, well, no, this is Isla. This is not Vorsa's station. The Vorsa, where, you would think it's by Vorsa herself. And appears it is, because now the map marker is pointing me in this direction. Right. So that's my relics. Here is the bench for the Crimson Gourd, but this is now Jokel. Okay, maybe there's a color difference that I'm just not seeing, but while I'm here, for 1,600 I can get a 4th swig, and that is, to me, an absolute no-brainer. And only 2,700 to get another one. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. In fact, you can do it right from here, so you just use the left bumper to switch, and we can just use those and use that, and back over here, definitely. 5 swigs of that seems very, very worth it. All right, Vorsa, where is your bench? Right to her left. Oh, if this game had a perception stat, mine would be quite low. The 200 for 9 bone spears? Really? Is that all it is? That seems very, very low. Goodness gracious, that's extremely low. And it didn't even take a spearhead, is that right? So I have 18, let's do one more. Interesting. So all it takes is Scoria, and I still don't know what I need to do with my spearhead. Vorsa, we're going to talk to you in a second. I want to go talk to one of our traders. And also, I want to see, was there something else? Talisman that I did. Okay. Lesser Constitution. Your stamina is increased slightly. I could definitely replace Amity with that, since I'm not using a companion right now, and I think that I will. So I have to... Alright, I just have to unequip first. So, unequip Amity. Equip Lesser Constitution. There we go. And once again, Trader. Don't forget what you're doing. Traders, sorry about the pot. Traders are a little bit of all over. Here's one right here. Oh, and I don't have a Sapote. I do want to try one of those fire kelps. I know. So I can now get White Sapote, Craven Remnants, Fire Kelp, Speckled Mushroom, and Spearheads. They're worth 1,500. It's truly a shame that I can't actually sell those. Tell you what, I want to do this. I'm going to buy a Sapote just so I can then trade it for a Fire Kelp, and I can take a look at that item. This spiny and blistered seaweed is incorrectly believed by some to protect against skag spit. You know of a safe way to prepare the kelp to be eaten, and most who try do not survive the experience. Granny Nella chews on fire kelp when her nethers get a bit backed up. Okay. You lose 30 health. You lose 30 health, but maybe it is supposed to help against skag spit, but it says that they incorrectly believe that. There has to be a use. Tell you what, while I'm here in camp, maybe I should try and just consume it and see what it does. It hurts you. Just as the description would suggest, It just hurts you. Now, Skag Spit. The only thing so far that has spit at me is those spider-looking things, those crab-looking things. So maybe those are Skags, and maybe that will actually provide me resistance, which in general might not be that great, but maybe there'll be more difficult Skags later on. Anyway, let's wrap up by talking to Vorsa.
Bataran is strong, but the sickness is proving stronger. We must hurry. There's a beast that stands taller than a listener that digs into the ash. A Korb. These creatures can survive and even thrive in the ash of the stormed ruins. I've watched them spit their bile into the ash before digging. That bile is our key.
So we need to hunt a Korb, and I do believe that we fought those when we were already on the last quest for Isla, when we were in the Shrouded Ruins or the Storm Ruins. And that's where we're going to head next time. But that is going to do it for this episode of Blue Plays Ashen. Absolutely wonderful, as always. One thing that was raised in the comments that I would love to address in the comments with you, and this is a discussion we can have, is the idea that this game, while it's beautiful, while it is serene, while it does so many things right, it borrows extremely heavily from Dark Souls, which is very clear in its inspiration, but even in terms of its storytelling and its plot devices. I would love to hear from all of you in the comments. What do you think so far of the story, the lore, and the world building? Is it too similar to Dark Souls and other games, or does it have enough uniqueness to stand on its own 2 feet? So that's a question that I pose for all of you today, and I think that's something we'll try to do going forward. Try and get some discussion going in the chat below. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're still enjoying this wonderful, beautiful game, Ashen. But I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.